Jacque, until they stop lying about some craziness and making stuff up, and they don't understand what's going on with the mask and the viruses, what's going on. What? I like how that starts out. Until the rules are bad and figured out, and the gaslit and don't know what the hell's going on, act like they know everything. What? Come on, everybody. Well, not everybody, because only Facebook's here. Until the philosophy of the old ones that one group is superior than the others, the banks. Until then, war finally is permanently discredit them. And stop that voting. Everywhere is war. Oh, you know what? Y'all racist, prejudiced advertisers, sick of y'all. How come I only get I don't see any ads for Donald Trump? How come I only see ads for Jivin Bowden and Kamala Harris? How come I don't see none of I want to see the other masters ads too. I don't want to just see one master ads. I want to see everybody else who want to be masters too. I suspect that they're using some sort of profiling activity, some sort of magic. I think they know what color my eyes are, so they send me the advertising for the type of master they think I might like. I don't want your masters, y'all. We in a whole new world. Good morning, everybody. War! Greetings, East Indy Companiers. If you think you're Americans, you think that you're NATOans. Let me tell you who you are. But the fleeting illusion to be pursued and never attained. I haven't been here in a while. Everywhere is war. I've been in the hood. Oh Lord have mercy, I haven't been to the hood. Until the day. Stolen cars in Jersey. Stolen cars in the East and Jersey. I just like warning before I go to the hood. That's all. Y'all should warn me. I tell you what's been going on. Craziness. Craziness. Well, they got Morlocks and orcs and things in New Jersey. Y'all need to open New Jersey up. Y'all, we in trouble. I swear I was driving back midnight looking at stolen cars. I didn't know they were stolen. I didn't know. It's Facebook. They got something called Facebook Marketplace where they stole a whole bunch of stolen stuff and don't tell nobody because they're too busy censoring people. With people losing cars all over Jersey. I swear, I've test driven 2 or 3 stolen cars in the last 48, 36 hours. I swear I have. Y'all my witnesses though. I got 5,000 witnesses. 5,000 witnesses. Nah, I was on Facebook Marketplace. They decide they want people to sell stolen cars on their marketplace, so Gerard was out there. That's why officer, his fingerprints is all over the car. He's just trying to get a good price on the aftermarket. On an older car, he doesn't want a slavery car. He doesn't want a new car. He wants a car that's already, the slaves and already paid the price. Come on, everybody. Whew. Yes, no continent will not know peace. We Africans and Indians and Americans and Germans will find it something, what Bob said? We shall win, cause we are confident in the victory. Rule over metalhead after you defund the police. Rule over metalhead after y'all defund the police. Come on, everybody. All right. Well, everywhere is war. Go on, Bob, tell them. Rumors of war. You're supposed to be at war. It ain't with white people, dummy. It's not with black people, dummy. It ain't with immigrants, dummy. It's not with Trumpers, fool. And it's not with Biden, Jive, and Bowden. It's your ignorant so-and-so. We got some real wars going on. Real wars. The bankers that rule everything. You know who put me onto that? The doctor that was on Harsh's channel yesterday. I was coming back from a car that was not stolen. The car in test drove wasn't stolen. I bought that one. I tell you what, they know what they're doing. You know what? They could have played me though. They could have played me. They could have sent me to all the stolen cars first. So the first car I came to was like, it's got a title, license, registration? What the? Oh my God, it's actually got a sticker on the back. I was like, I'm buying it. Give me it right now. Give me it. They send you all the stolen cars first. So the first time, all right, just, all right, let me turn Bob on. Rule over evil. Rule over evil. Good morning, fam. Hope y'all doing good. Let me change the music. How you doing? How your mama doing? Everybody doing good? I done had an interesting 36 last hours. Interesting. Change the music. All I'm gonna say first thing is please open Jersey. Please open Jersey. I don't even know who run Jersey. I have no idea who the master lord, tycoon, governor for the East India Trading Company, relabeled as America. I don't even know who runs it. United States Incorporated, to say it correctly. Please open that state up. Please, Lord Jesus. Can we pray? We might have to pray this morning. Y'all need to open Jersey up. You know what? Listen, I haven't been in the hood in a minute. When I go to the hood, I like to plan the trip. I can't go to the hood wearing what I wear on a daily basis. I can't go to the hood driving what I drive on a daily. I just need some heads up. I didn't get a head up. So I went to go find my aftermarket, non-slave, old slave-made car. I want to buy a new slave-made car. I'm trying to feed into the East India Trading Company, East India Company as much as possible, because that's what United States Incorporated is. And how do I know that? Well, I don't know that. I'm not on those email lists of the billionaires or corporations that you need to talk to a voter. They'll tell you. They on those lists. They know what's going on. I don't know what the hell's going on. What I do know is the East India Trading Company. So I'm going to say it wrong. East India Trading Company, their value back in the 1800s was something like in the trillions of dollars in trade. How in the hell is that even possible? We barely got trillions of dollars in the trade now, but over 100 years ago, it was one of the biggest corporations on the planet. Slavery, barbarous, stealing and looting resources from India. But it just wasn't India. See, they learned that lesson. They learned that lesson a long time ago, how you take over people and you give them the illusion of rule. And then you loot the entire country for its land and its resources. You take the land and the resources from the people, and then you give them a government. Which is weird, right? Because in civics, we were taught that we finally got upset. We decided that we don't want to do kings and lords no more. Technically, they was doing us, but that's another story. We didn't want them doing us no more, so we decided we're going to revolt and create a government, self-rule. But all over the world, everywhere I've looked, and I've listened to one of the brothers and sisters tell me about the history of their people in that land, it always was the same deal. It always was the same deal. It was the Indian Government Act of 1858, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, and the United States Incorporated, the Washington, D.C. Act of 1871. It's interesting that the largest corporation, the East India Trading Company, when it finally collapsed and they created a government for India, the American Republic was turned into a corporation, a for-profit, privately owned corporation, which now is the empire of the world. And it's not an American empire, right? Americans don't call it a shot. The American government doesn't call it a shot. There is no American government. They turned it off. That's the Republic. They created a corporation which became a massive confession of an economic hitman colonizer, giving everybody economic debt slavery that fits the model of what they did in India. Which fits the model of what they did in Africa, which fits the model of what they did in the Middle East. which fits the model of what then the United States Incorporated began to do to Latin America, Central America. And then what now they do with AFRICOM in Africa, which leads me back to the car. Who I bought my old new to me car. New to me car. I don't buy new cars. I don't slavery much. And when I slavery, I try to turn it off when I can. Oh Lord, we need to pray for Jersey. We need to pray for Jersey. Listen, I was on Facebook Marketplace looking for my old, I don't want to support slavery car. And it said right on their dealership. I said, you know what, that makes some damn sense. Y'all ever been on Facebook Marketplace? Great place, great place. A lot of stolen stuff. It's like Wall Street. It's the black market. Everything is stolen, if you ask me. But I saw the headline said dealership. So I figured, okay, well, you know, there's a dealership. They, you know, might get a warranty, something, you know. Just, hey, listen, give me some warranty till I get off the lot and get home. I bought cars in my past with the thing ain't even making home. Didn't he? Pops! Buying used cars is a hell of a drug. Hell of a drug. You better have AAA stickers because somebody come pick you up. Let somebody know, hey man, if I don't see y'all ever again in life, I'm going to Jersey to buy a used car. I'm sorry, it's funny to me. It's funny, I ain't told the story. I can't stop laughing. So yeah, it's a dealership. So I said, I'm going up to Jersey because, you know, ain't that far. I'm in Pennsylvania. They can't be too different. Damn it, if I didn't get across the border, the light, somebody turn the sun off. I swear, I got across the border and I heard some Morlocks and some orcs. Something moving in the trees, what the hell? Anyway, I gotta go get this car, so I started heading up there. And so, I drove around the block a few times. GPS said I'm at the dealership, and I'm looking around and I don't see the dealer. No, I see dealers. I do. Oh, that's what he meant. That's what he meant. Okay, I get it now. I saw the dealers on the corner. They wasn't dealing cars. They was dealing some shit. And so, but I didn't see any flags. You know, you're supposed to see the bear. You know that bear, the Americans get out there and you lose your job. You're supposed to get that sign there, to flip that mother around, throw it up in the air, get people to the thing. I didn't see him neither. I saw a Candy Sugar Shake Club. I saw the dealers on the corner, some orcs, and so I drove around and I pulled into an empty lot. Some cars and some dirt brothers hanging out. Figured, you know, let me call this fool, see what's going on, you know. So I called him, hey, you know, the dealership, and of course it didn't go to no answer machine. You know, Becky didn't answer, you know, hi, this is the dealership. Nobody answered, but it always goes to voicemail every time I call. Left a message, hey, I'm around the corner somewhere. I don't see the dealership around here somewhere. Come, you know, let me know. I'm supposed to be looking at a car. And so I got frustrated after about 5 minutes, drove back around the block, parked a few blocks away. Let me get out and ask somebody. And I got out, saw, you know, two brothers hanging out there with there's definitely a dog theme in Jersey. It wasn't a pit bull, but it was kind of like a junkyard dog, boxer, mixed something. And I seen somebody pull up real quick, you know, same time. You know, they did the thing, the brothers, you know. You got to survive in Jersey. You got to survive. And so I went to talk to the dealers about the dealer. And I said, hey, listen, I'm looking for the dealership, blah, 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 blah. And I can't seem to find it. It's supposed to be around here. It's supposed to be on this block, actually. And he said, yeah, it is. It's the lot right down the street. It's the lot. What you mean the lot? It's the lot. That's where he worked from. He worked the lot. He worked out the lot. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, yeah, keep up, brother, man. Yeah, man, you know, stay strong. You know, got back in the vehicle, went back to the lot, pulled in the lot, said, okay, I guess this is it. You know, maybe tough times, unprecedented times. Maybe he didn't have a building, maybe he had a trailer or something, he took it or something, I don't know what happened. And I started getting out the car and I looked over there and I see about 3-4 brothers sitting over there, some tires. And so they were sitting on the tires and then there was one empty tire. And I realized, I ain't the fastest shipper in the fleet, but I figured it out after a minute. Give me a minute. And I'm sitting here thinking, this is why I meditate in the morning, so things will let me know what's going on. And I realized that that's the office. That's the office. The office, it it was some tires, and I think it was cardboard or plywood. I'm not sure which. The brother's sitting around on other tires, and there was some spare tires, and I was supposed to sit on that tire. That was the office. And the credit check was probably the pit bull. That's the check. Check, see if you're gonna pay your bills. So you know what? I decided at that point in time, at this time in my life, I'll be honest with you, I hadn't lived in the hood, I hadn't been to the hood, I hadn't dated in the hood, I hadn't done a bunch of stuff in the hood, but I was not about to buy a car in the hood. Now it's not the time. These are stolen cars. Listen, I'm warning everybody, letting you know, the stolen cars all over Facebook Marketplace, FB and I. If you find my thing, because I test drove a couple of the other ones. That, you know, they try to pass me a lie. They try to pass me a lie. You know what they lied about? They said, well, the DMV has been shut down, they're backed up, you know, they can't process the titles, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, all right, you know, I hear you. Yeah, you be good. All you gotta do is drive the car back. You know, you ain't got to worry. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Ooh, speaking of India, that's how the scam works in Jersey. See, you can't be of a certain ethnicity selling stolen cars in Jersey. They hadn't got too smart. They and the brothers and figured it out. They know that you come to the neighborhood and you see the brothers in the hood, and you seen the movie New Jersey Drive, you know where that car came from. So you know what they done did? I'm telling some secrets. I might get in trouble here. They hired an Indian guy to this had another lot. This wasn't a lot. They couldn't even get the lot. They had street parking spots. they had all the cars lined up on street parking spots. I test drove that one. It looked nice. Oh, man, had some ponies under that hood. Stolen. I bet you it was. But they put the Indian dude out there, and they got the pretty Indian woman. India. Speaking of East India Trading Company, they didn't make some of the most beautiful women in the world. They put them out there to fool you. You couldn't get me. No sir. No sir. All you got is my fingerprints. Is all you got. All right. I'm done with that. I'm done. I don't want to tell you, it was rough. It was rough. I've been to the hood more times, and I've been to the hood more times than I want to in the past week. What are we talking about? East India Trading Company, not Indian people selling cars for the brothers doing New Jersey Drive in the hood. Yeah, I almost bought a stolen car. I almost did, y'all. They almost got it. This was almost my last video. Almost will be my last one. But y'all is my witness. I done put it publicly in the video. I got 5,000 witnesses. Damn it, if I ain't got 25. Y'all know, Rob's out there test driving stolen car. He ain't know they were stolen. And Facebook decided that they didn't want to do no sort of checks to make sure that they ain't stealing cars and selling them in unprecedented times. That's what he told me, unprecedented times. He said just drive the car back with no tags. I said, I don't know, y'all can do that. He said, yeah, the police don't even care. Yeah, they probably don't. They probably in Jersey, they don't. But I'm not going to Jersey. I got to go back to Pennsylvania. And in Pennsylvania, my police officers care very much. Okay? They care very much that you have license, registration, insurance, and a tag on the back of your car. I done played that game before. I'm not the fastest ship in the fleet, but I can figure it out. Shoot, I done been without a license before. That's death. Did that. That's death. Don't be stupid. You're supposed to be stupid once and don't be stupid. No, you're supposed to be ignorant once. Be ignorant once, don't be ignorant again. Anyway, East India Trading Company, that became United States Incorporated. That's who we are. We are the East India Trading Company. Did not work out too well for them. It's not gonna work out well for us. It worked out great for India in the beginning. And then they started coming in and colonizing and taking different properties and getting some sellout Indians to put them in place. Well, first they put the British on top of the Indian folks. And I got to do Indian history in like 2 minutes because they did the same thing in America. They did the same thing in Latin America, same thing in Africa, same thing everywhere. That's why I love watching Harsh's video yesterday. Y'all didn't watch it, you should watch it. I was watching it coming back from buying the car. It was not stolen. I came back from driving the car that probably was stolen. I forgot what car it was. And he explained it. Doctor was on it. He explained Indian history, right? And so they put the British people on top of the Indian people, and spices and trade and everything that's coming out of India, making all that money. And after a while, the people didn't figure it out, so they get themselves a good Indian sellout. They get themselves a good Donald Trump. They get themselves a good Barack Obama. They get themselves a good Jiving Boat and put them in place to loot the country, to keep the people in consent, to keep the people voting, to keep the people thinking that this is a good idea to loot a land of its resources and minerals. And India figured it out. For the most part, they started figuring it out. They revolted, and the Queen kicked out, I forgot the names of it. I posted a good documentary. You should watch a documentary on the East India Trading Company. I actually posted one. And then the Queen said, okay, the monkeys is upset. I don't even know how to control the monkeys, so I'm gonna do the same thing I've been doing all over the world. Anytime the little slaves get upset, we're gonna give them a government and let them think it's their idea. And then so they got a government. And it's called the Indian Government Act of 1878. I don't know. It doesn't even matter at this point. It's all the same thing. And I started reading the act. I was like, this sounds a whole lot like the Washington, D.C. Act of 1871. It's the same scam. It is literally the same scam. When you start reading laws from India and Britain and your laws, and their laws start sounding like your laws, either you own them, one of them own the three of y'all, or somebody else is more powerful in influence in your governments. And they're not governments. If you created it, you'd have your own model, your own thought. And the one thing that they all have in common, taxes. 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 Because you don't actually have to steal the physical land if you got taxes on it. You don't have to actually steal all the minerals. But no, you don't have to import slaves to mine or grow or farm the minerals if you got taxes, right? Because that's how they got us. That's how come none of us are free. Because we're born into debt. Your very birth gives you a debt, which means that you are not a sovereign. You report to a sovereign. Great times we live in. Not in Jersey. Not in Jersey. You and Jerry's sister here from Jersey, she moved to Texas stuff. I think about moving back. I called her. I said, on the way, no, sister, do not go back to Jersey. Don't go back to Jersey. Hey, we need an exit strategy for people from Jersey. Oh, I gotta show y'all something. Now look at your comments. I haven't looked at any of your comments. It's been an interesting last couple hours. Last couple weekend hours. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Oh, I want to show you this. It was some interesting, great memes. Great memes been coming out. Y'all been busy. Y'all been busy. Good morning, Jean Berkey Willen. How you doing this morning? Good morning, Christine. Good morning, Lisa. Lisa, what's that, Lisa North? Oh, looks like you got, Lisa, you got the flag. You got the flag upside down. Yes. Lisa gets it, but I missed her comment. It just rolled up. Yes. You gotta have the flag upside down. And the other thing about the flag, let me show you something. I gotta show you something about the flag. Did y'all know this? Because the brother mentioned it on Harsh's video. He said, you find it a little bit odd. Ooh, please tell me they deleted my meme. Did they delete it? Are you kidding? No, wait. It's so much. I'm sorry, Lisa. My head is going a couple different places. So we're gonna hit Lisa real quick. You know that the flag's supposed to be upside down. You know that your nation is down. You get it. You understand that. None of us get it all. None of us understand what's all going on. Nobody understands who's truly in control. But what we do understand is we did not form the government. We are not free. We don't have a government. The lords and kings and queens give us government for the illusion of control. Why? Because we're stupid. Moron population. Speaking of Tony and the moron population, y'all see my moron post? I felt like a moron this weekend, but I was having fun. When you buy a stolen car, you're supposed to bring cash. I'm gonna do this real quick. Is Tony here? Damn it, don't tag Tony. Y'all know how y'all do. Don't tag Tony. I'm doing something. I do it like this right here. I had to go to the bank. And I got to show you visual representation. So I went to the bank like this. I tell you what, I had some fun with it because I got to the bank like this and I was in the line and I saw the sister, the security, she was over there and she had her gun and I was over here. I didn't have my gun, but damn it, I had my black skin. But she had some of that too. But I was just having fun. So I walked in, I squinted my eyes like this and I kept cutting my eyes at it and I cut back, I was in line. And I was social distancing though, people. I had 6 feet, but I kept cutting my eyes at her. She kept looking at me. And she was like, sir, can you step over here, please? And I looked at her like this. She said, sir, do you need help? I said, yeah, there's a whole bunch of people online say that I do. I'm just living out a childhood fantasy. I've never walked in a bank with a mask on like I was like doing the stagecoach robbing with a mask on. So I'm just like reliving my childhood fantasy. Can I do this? Just for a minute, I'm just gonna go up here, get this money, and I'ma leave. And she just started laughing. There I am on the bank camera, and I got up to the teller after I waited social distancing, 2 or 3 people in front of me. And I got up to the front, and then she looked at me, she said, sir, can I help you? And I said, stick 'em up. And I got out the bank, man. I got out the bank. I'm sorry, I'm having fun. I'm gonna be a part of the moron population, Tony. And the whole time I was like, I'm so glad Tony Smith don't even live on the East Coast, because that's all I kept hearing is moron population in my head. But I'm like, I'm having fun with it though. I'm living childhood fantasies, damn it. The only thing that messed up is when I left the bank. And I take this damn thing off the minute I get out these facilities, because I got an immune system and I need it to work. I can't be playing games with y'all. Not outside in the oxygen. Is I supposed to ride into the sunset? We supposed to, we supposed to into it, and that didn't happen. So, but I got that off my bucket list. I went in the bank with a bank robber costume and walked out with that money. It happened to have been my money, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. It's not the point. I'm gonna have some fun. If we all gonna die, let's have some fun with it. Best that you can. Yeah, flag down so your nation ain't got one. You know, if you understand you a patriot to the people, not a patriot to the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, you understand that you ain't no America in the United States. They did the same thing in India, they did here, they did in Africa, they did in Latin America, they did in everywhere. And what they did to India after they left is what they're doing to America now. And the rest of NATO. When they pulled out and they decided, all right, we've looted the land. We're done. It's time to roll. Massive poverty from sea to shining sea. Gee, so scary. It's not scary, Lord. It's only scary if we're not vibrating in the right spaces. It's a beautiful thing when the world changes and people are waking up, discovering sovereignty and consciousness. And I'm seeing it everywhere, Lord. Lori, it is not scary. It's beautiful. That's their plan. We don't have a plan yet. That's their plan. Their plan is to basically send us into massive poverty as they did India, and pick up and move the East India Trading Company and rebrand it the Russian Trading Company or the China Trading Company or whatever nation is next in line. And then we become the total slave as they move most of our military, our Raytheons and Pentagons and all that stuff over there. So it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful time, wonderful thing, because they haven't done it yet. They haven't done it yet. They're doing it. They haven't done it yet. But we can see everywhere that they're failing. We got to act like we see that they're failing. Something else. I saw some wonderful ones. No, that was the big crocodile. This one right here, have y'all seen this one? Kimberly Nicole Foster. So we've been in a pandemic for 6 months. The federal government gave people $1,200. Chloe asked her 6'1" after that. Ooh, that's a big girl. Hey girl, she kind of cute too. 6'1". Woo. I'm not worried about that. Height is not an issue for me. I'm not scared. Anyway, for just $6 a day, you can sponsor an American. See, if you're old enough, you understand that we've been asked to sponsor Africans and Latin Americans and Mexicans, and we've been asked to sponsor people all over the world when we was growing up through UNICEF and other facilities that had people with cameras and sandwiches that they would not feed to the poor people who had bugs and flies on their eyes, and they would say, you need to send money over here. You can sponsor somebody for $6 a day. I love it. I never understood that you could be so free that you don't care if bugs is going in your nose and stuff, because they free. You can laugh all you want about people in other third world countries. Yeah, they dead. We destroyed it. We literally put puppet governments and enslaved them the same way they enslaved us, but they freer. But for $6 a day, you can sponsor an American, and then your government done told you how much you worth. They done told you, actually it's less than that. because it's not even $6. It's six tax credits. It's a tax credit because you didn't get the money. You didn't get the money. You don't have to pay money for Americans. You could pay IOU because they're gonna take most of that money back at tax time. They gave the money from the stimulus to the corporations. They didn't give it to the people. So you could literally sponsor an American at this point in time. At this point in time, for about $6 a day. They ain't told you, and y'all gonna vote for it. So this is why I got Metalhead behind me. What's his name? Metal Blackhead. What his name from the Black Mirror episode? That's the police that's coming. Every empire has a police force, right? Like, I like common sense. I like to think through things. I know that ABC, NBC, Fox, Line Bad is MSNBC and BBC and all the rest of them. They all work for the empire. They all work for the East India Trading Company, rebranded as United States Incorporated. But I like to think through things. I know the Democrats is lying, I know the DNC is lying, and I can tell because they racial profiling just to get me to vote. Personally, I'd love to see some Trump commercials, because right now all I see is the Biden commercials. I'm just like, you just lying sack of lies. Lying. You mean tell me we're here to help you? We're gonna go through and figure things out. We're in this together. I'm like, dude, didn't you write the crime bill? The dude that wrote the crime bill that made Black Lives Not Matter, he looked a lot like you. And then you got the corrupt cop that works for him. Well, we really care about you. Did you care about the inmates in prison when you refused to let DNA evidence let people in prison falsely in cages get out, but you wanted to keep them in because it was good for your career? Are you sure you care about me? And there ain't no hit on them. There ain't no hit on Trump. It's the system. Trump don't care about me. Trump cares about him. There's something wrong with you. You really can't just admit and just be honest. Okay, you just hate the left. Okay, Trump is not here for you. He has no interest in you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I love you to death. I do, and I really hope somebody is secretly fighting pedophilia. But the East India Trading Corporation, relabeled United States Incorporated, that enslaved children for the past 1,000 years, don't give two damns about no kids. Right? You will not take a mafia down by running to be in the mafia. All right, doesn't work that way. He's a rich college kid who did the things and wouldn't talk to you, wouldn't call you back, wouldn't text you. You could not drink with them, and you could not join his fraternities with his friends. You just were not allowed. Stop it. Stop it. We got a chance to fix the planet. We got to be adults in order to do that. But yeah, so anyway, they told you. And plus, he signed the stimulus bill too. he and Biden, Bowden, all the rest of them, they got together, signed that stimulus bill. Said you worth about 6 crack tax credits a day. So tell me how in the world that's making America great again, bringing some hopey changey or whatever. What is Biden's slogan? He got a slogan yet? Here you go, right here. Y'all know I love this one. You can't see the whole thing, but it says, why educate them about their immune systems when we can just make trillions selling them toxic vaccines? Ew. Things people do not like to talk about. Say, grandmama gonna die. So I told the kids, I said, y'all need to call your grandmama every day. Y'all need to just call grandmama and talk to her. Just keep calling her, because she ain't gonna make it at this rate. People think that the people who make the metalhead police force thing that comes kill, murder, everybody is here to save grandma. No, this here to shoot grandmama and steal her money. Shoot grandmama, steal her jewels so they can melt them down, make more metalheads. Okay, watch the Black Mirror episode. You understand how things work. Oh no, what I started to say was I like the logic through things. I like to think about empires when they fall. See, when the Roman Empire, when it's up and running, Babylon, it's invading and killing and murdering. The people who live in Babylon do pretty well. They can buy some nice cars, get big houses, air conditioning, be ignorant as hell, fight climate change while being the main causers of it. If anybody has any influence, the United States Incorporated is the main one that's keeping the climate from changing. Ain't nobody in there, just like Trump ain't in there making America great again. In the United States Incorporated, ain't nobody fighting climate change. In the United States Incorporated fighting climate change. They're the main reason. If anybody in fossil fuels doing anything to the climate, it's your people. All right, that's why we don't follow you. That's why we make jokes. You say it's not science, I say you need to get a clue. You need to get a clue. This is the corporation behind all the industries burning everything up on the planet, destroying all ecosystems. You will not define. Once you understand that corporations rule the planet, and they purchased all your politicians. Your politicians are literally contract consultants for these corporations that are burning your planet up, stealing children and blowing up the world, looting everything. You are not going to get someone who consults with these corporations to help or do anything. Right? They don't even hide it. It's called the lobbyism, right? They don't even hide the bribes that they take. And once you know corporations run everything and there are no governments, we never had them, and the whole concept was given to us by kings, lords, and colonizers, you realize that you never had a say. You've always had an illusion. You were literally voting to put members of those corporations, employees/consultants, to help make things better, to give you a new normal. That's the same dirty old normal. All right, I can show you something else. And I know I said I was gonna do comments. I do. I haven't been here in like 5, 6, 7 days. I was out there trying to buy a stolen car. I was trying to buy a car, not stolen, but you know, it's unprecedented times. You know, people got to do the New Jersey drive thing. But I caution you, don't buy no car from New Jersey. I didn't bought me a car from Pennsylvania. And came home. I need some tags, license, and registrations. My popo don't play, and we okay. I'm okay with my popo. I'm not okay with your popo. I'm okay with my popo. My popo is not on TV beating up children on the news, okay? If you were for Donald Trump and you were for secretly fighting pedophilia and you were for the police, you need to get 2 damn clues because you're not putting it all together yet. Not yet. And it's okay because I haven't put it all together yet. I just get wrong and be honest about it, and I try to do better. And the reality is, if you got a police state, and the problem ain't police, it's policing. It's the laws written by the people who are purchased by corporations through lobbyism. When you got police beating up children in the street under the age of 26, and you're cheering for that, you're trying to figure out what the child did wrong and made it okay for the police to beat the hell out of that child. So you ain't mad at pedophilia, really. You ain't mad as you should be. You ain't mad at child abuse as you should be, because you're okay when it's your side because you hate the other side. Like, I get your hate for the other side. It's misguided as theirs is for you. But if you're okay with police beating children up, then I really don't know what to tell you. All right, no, there's something else I had to show you. There's a bunch of, oh, no. Oh, we're talking about flags, right? Lisa had the flag, and 8 hours later, Gerard on a rant. 8 hours later, Lord, hopefully Bo find it in here because he's gonna have some jokes. Well, what is this Germany thing? What did Germany ban agriculture? What the hell is wrong with Germany? What the hell is wrong with don't people live in Germany? Aren't there like things called Germans? Who the hell is this Germany that's banning agriculture in Germany? You got Germans that need food. Don't they eat sauerkraut and stuff like that? Don't they got to go with the cabbages and stuff and they ban it? Don't they die if they don't have that stuff? What the hell is that about? Who the hell is Germany? Somebody need to smack the hell out of Germany. It would be the Germans. I can show you these flags real quick. This is the last thing that, now I am really gonna read comments. Ooh, I'm gonna start a conspiracy theory. Did they delete my post? Did y'all delete my post, Facebook, while you're not going for the people that's selling stolen cars on your thing? Instagram, bad request, YouTube, this page isn't available. What? They deleted me? Gerard, hey page links, bad requests on Instagram, YouTube, this page is not available. Twitter, sorry, this page does not exist. Really? Did they get me? They got Patricia. Did they get me? Was that it? I was just out getting a stolen car. I was just out there, no, I'm gonna call it a Facebook car. I was out there trying to buy a Facebook car. She said they deleted me. I guess. I don't know. It's very possible, Patricia. I'm more interested in the post that got deleted. Where's the post? Where the flags? I did a flag post. Y'all didn't see that this morning? Oh, yeah, I don't really care about that. That's what they're supposed to do. The Empire. Did it. Dun, 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 dun. They're not here to save Grandmama. I'd be upset if I thought they were here to save Grandma. I know they ain't here to save Grandmama. I'm here to save Grandmama. Tell people, you drink smoothies, be smart, be preventative. And the last 12 doctors that did that, they got deleted everywhere too. So it means that I might be doing my job. I'm here to save Grandmama. This is the new Save Grandmama. This is for the next wave that's coming. People gonna clap for it. It's gonna save Grandma. We don't get Grandmama. We don't want Grandmama to be sick. And the pesticides ain't killing her fast enough. So, no, all right, let me show you. Oh, Lord have mercy. Ooh, goodness gracious. Are you gonna make a new page? I don't know, Patricia, if they deleted me. I don't know. Depends. It depends. What time is it? It's noon. I don't know. I don't know. Is it time to go yet? It might be time to go. If it's time, look, here go Metalhead right here. If y'all seen the Black Mirror episode, please do your homework. It might be time to do this right here. It might be time to go. Shoot. What's the point of making another page? It's time to go for the hill so people can get their fight. Go ahead and let Black Lives Matter fight the airballs. And the Democrats and Republicans fight just because isn't that what's gonna happen? I saw something about somebody said the CDC scientists had something against Trump where they were trying to fake some science against him. First of all, they fake all the science. All the science. All of it is Bill Nye. All of it. Okay? They know how to sell drugs. They're great drug dealers like in Jersey. They're great drug dealers because it's dark. They're great drug dealers because they want to run the world. But something about they had a plot against Trump, so he told the Trump voters to lock and load for the election. Lock and load. Buy ammunition. What was that about? What was that about? Because there's no point in making a new Instagram page if it's time to go ahead and get that land, get the hell out of that. That's why I bought the car, by the way. That's why I was test driving stolen cars. That's why I was in a hurry. No, I don't want a nice, pretty, sexy luxury machine to drive on the highways. It's not what I'm looking for. I don't think that world is coming. I think you're gonna have to know how to shoot. You're gonna need a woman with a beard, some rough, scruggly hands, dirty, get down dirt, shoot, to chop zombies up from her. I need a woman, perhaps, that can take a blowtorch and put a metal grill on the front of a truck that can go off grid. That might be the time. It may not be the time for a new page on Instagram. Pick the chat and the rest of them. It might be time to start, to get find that man with them dirty fingernails and then cuts in half a thumb because he can cut his thumb off paying Tim the Tool Man Taylor. Go ahead and take that minivan and turn into an urban assault vehicle. Okay? They're cheering for the police state. They cheer, and this is what boggles my mind about people in this whole voting thing. So Trump is a big police guy, big police state guy, and he should be. He's a rich guy. He talked like a poor guy. He's great at doing that, but he's just a rich guy. He don't get two damns about you, two damns about me. He's a brother. He's in the family, but he's thriving with him, doing what him's supposed to do. I ain't got nothing against him. Same as Jivin' Bolden, same as the rest of them. But Jivin' Bolden, Donald Trump, and Barack Obama are big police state goons. All right, they always have been. Each one of them swelled the police state. Each one of them took more of your rights. Each one of them are walking us towards this being your police officer. All right? You do understand that, don't you? You do understand voting is consent. You do understand every vote you cast is rights that you are taking away from your children. You understand that, right? I lost my train of thought. That's just too much. That's why you just gotta prepare some. You can't just send people to the hood. And that's not even a hood. It's not even a hood. Jersey is, oh Lord, I'm seriously, we gonna pray for Jersey. I'm serious. That's not even a hood. I just need some warning. I wasn't ready to see that much just decay and destruction. And all right. I forgot my point. Oh, police state, right. So every empire needs a police state, every empire. So when in heydays of the empire, everybody's living good, buying unicorn lattes and Twinkies and ice cream, and they're doing good, they're cheering for the baby, get the job at Goldman Sachs, everything's going good, put the kids in the payback your slavery camp called preschool and daycare to get them educated to work and be slaves for big corporations to pay back a debt that they never used, they don't own, because we're actually the East India Trading Company and money shouldn't exist. When everything is good. In bad times, it's quite different. Towards the end of a collapse of the empire, and you have to listen to Chris Hedges. If you haven't read his book, you should. And he ends, they turn all of that power and force away from those they're invading and destroying, and they start turning it on the people. Why? Because when an empire gets too significantly big, it encompasses too many people with too many similar stories. The people who got a clue, the people who actually read history and law and pay attention, start to realize they all got something in common, and that is the collapse of the empire, the collapse of the East India Trading Company. So what they need is a massive metal technological based police state to ensure you don't get any of your rights back. None of them. None. Anybody here from Black Lives Matter? Let me ask you a question. You ever wonder why they haven't fixed one law that made Black Lives not matter? You ever wonder why? You ever wonder why your politicians out there marching with you, they got their signs and their fists too, and they always like to walk in the front of the line? They always like to be on the microphone? They always like to be the fiend on the microphone? Because they literally make careers in Black Lives Not Matter. They make careers in not changing it, and nothing has changed. White lives matter too, and y'all in both political organizations love you to death, and I think you're correct. Your lives should matter, but none of them do. Because you work for the East India Trading Corporation and you keep going to its lords for help. Hello. All right. Can I get? Ooh. I didn't hear right. Ralph Smart did something this weekend. I was too busy in the hood. I didn't have a chance to watch him. I needed some of that positivity. Breathe in that sexy ass prana, baby. But it's not in Jersey. That was not prana. It stinks. Something wrong with Jersey. I love y'all to death, but you in Jersey, please get out of there. Get out of there. There was no prana in Jersey. I went over there. It was orcs and Morlocks, and they was getting together, having babies, making a new kind of monster. Oh, please open that state back up. Something like they just opened the restaurants. They literally just opened the restaurants. It's something about the government's corrupt. Somebody in Jersey told me that he just wants a post in the Jive and Bowden Massa administration. And the more he goes along with the corporations that are profiting, making trillions from the lockdowns, he's basically wasting Jersey away to guarantee he has a post to make sure he takes as much of that big pharmaceutical medicine money as he can. All right. Ooh, Biden's thing. Is this right? You know the thing. That's Biden's. No, it's not. Patricia, are you making that up? You know the thing? That is not his slogan. Nobody. Is Patricia making that up, y'all? Somebody tell me. Because Patricia makes a lot of stuff up. Is that his slogan? You know the thing? If that is Jive and Bowden's slogan, that is not a slogan. That is a call to pedophilia. Yeah, come on. Stop it. Stop it. Is that it? That's not his thing. All right, I'm gonna read comments. This guy is a NASA fanboy. NASA fanboy, Jay, you like NASA? You don't like NASA? I personally am NASA agnostic. I know that never a straight answer. They ain't never told us the truth. They ain't never showed us nothing was on any of them planets. Life is on every single planet. It's inside every damn planet. They ain't told us nothing from the very beginning. Then NASA's the reason why we got flat earthers, Jay. I don't have anything. I got a lot of friends flat earthers, and I feel for them. And I love them. I do very much. And I think that they should literally have some say in NASA, so NASA stop lying about what the hell is up in space. You know, I think being alone in the universe. Jay, damn it, Jay, are you a troll? Are you here to get me to talk about aliens? It's probably Beaufont. He probably just got another profile. Oh, I'll get Gerard talking about aliens. He might say something serious. Oh, we did the Venus Project yesterday. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see the Venus Project yesterday? Because I didn't do a video yesterday, so we watched the Venus Project. It was a great discussion with Jacqueline, Jacque Fresco, and Mike Wallace. Was that his name? Oh, something else I gotta show y'all. And he just basically walked you through the Venus Project very clearly. And Mike was a hater. Mike interviewed him, and Mike was trying to hate everywhere it could. And I think it was great. It was fantastic. It was because he handled everything. He handled everything from a 2016, was it to a 2006 perspective, right? There's some things that he didn't have the next 20 years because he's been dead, right? He's been transcended that he didn't have. But he explained that no, he's not for the isms, because people will say that. They like to affiliate Jacque Fresco. Well, he's a communist. Like, no, if you read history, you know that everybody was a communist that defied the East India Trading Company, relabeled as United States Incorporated, all right? Martin Luther King was one, Lenin was one, everybody was one. JFK they thought was one. They tried to get, who was that? General Smedley Butler in that scam said he was one. No. He wasn't a communist, and he explained that the communists don't get it, the capitalists don't get it, and the socialists don't get it. You have things called robots. Metalhead, you have robots. You can either use them to feed children, or you can use them to murder people. You can use them to take people's rights, or you can use them after you defund the police. But the technology is coming. The choice is yours. All right. Whoa. What we got going on? I'm seeing some arguments. Yeah, Tammy, the Venus Project. That's what the kids earned it. I think the kids deserve it. It's just basically using automation and robots to give people what they want. And he kept asking them that question, Tammy. Well, who decides? Well, who decides? Well, who's the leader? And who decides? And who decides? And who decides? And some people think those are good questions, and I don't, Tammy. I feel sorry for the man, because I'm like, why do you need somebody to decide something for you? I don't understand that, Tammy, when full-grown adults need somebody to decide something for them. I don't understand that. What the hell is going on with the slave mind that people, you're an adult. Who decides what belt you should wear? Who decides if you should wear the polka dot or the plaid drawers today? Who decides if you wear thongs or grandmommy drawers? Who decides if you wear boxers or briefs? Who decides what you do for your day? Who decides what career you take? Who decides? You don't need a decider. You just need to grow up. That's all people need. But we need a government. No, you don't. You've been enslaved to believe you need a government. I mean, personally, I'm on the facilitator side. I think we need groups to facilitate the programmers writing the software, building houses and growing food for people, but you don't even need that. That's my slave mind. Do y'all remember when I said that, the facilitator? That's my slave mind. I'm still trying to get rid of that. You don't need anything. You know, you got the currency, with the original currency was called do right. You do what's right. That's all you got to do. Do what's right. And everything gets done. That was the point I was making, is that, I forgot who I was talking, Sister Kim or somebody. That when you wake up in the morning, if you want lights, then you go work at the power company. If you wake up in the morning, you want food, then you make sure that you're writing software. People have certain passions to do things that they're passionate about. Oh, we got a troll. Oh, I love trolls. We got a troll. Troll in the dungeon. Who's a troll? Oh, who got blocked? Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? Hang on. You sure the person's a troll? What are they saying? New Jersey is on lockdown. Yeah, New Jersey is on lockdown. That's why they're so jacked up right now, Christine. The earth is hollow. Duh. What earth is hollow, Riley? The earth is hollow. It's definitely hollow, because every rock is hollow. I was on a hike, Riley, not a little while ago with my son. We done found these singing rocks like they talk about in Africa. They got the rocks, when you hit the rock, go. It's hollow rock. You know why the rock was hollow? As my son and I were talking geology, it's because water runs through it and hollows it out. When it forms mineral structures, there's spaces and voids, so the earth is definitely hollow. Now, can people get down there? That's another question. Do people live there? That's another question. Is there a sun in there? That's another question. Oh, interesting, good questions. Nobody knows the answers to. I don't even get in those debates, Riley. I know the earth is hollow. The biggest oceans on the planet are in the planet, not on the planet. And they say that now, that's every planet in the solar system. So there are no rocks that aren't really hollow, and there damn sure ain't no earths that aren't hollow, no planets. So they're definitely hollow. If somebody lived there, that's up to everybody else to answer. To me personally, I don't know. I don't care. I don't know. I don't care. You know why? Because there's people in the earth like Admiral Byrd said, and Siddhartha, and the Ant people, and Hopi, and I think in Turkey somewhere. If there are people in the inner earth, in Egypt, if there are people in there, my life doesn't matter to them. So if their existence matters to me, why would I care? I don't really care. And if y'all are here standing around me right now, people from inner earth who work with the real, got the secret technology, flying ships and invisible stuff, y'all gonna have to step it up, because right now, this is looking pretty jacked up. This is looking pretty jacked up. They're not acting. If they got super technology to help people, they ain't helping nobody, then why do I care if it's people in the earth? It could be Morlocks and reptilians and people, Atlanteans. They don't give two damns about me, so why should I give two damns about them? I love them. I love them. Like I love everybody and everything, a part of consciousness in the universe. But they're not interceding on my behalf. I'm still a slave. I'm in slavery right now. I got to pick cotton, and I'm being chained and whipped and carried around by East India Trading Company, pretending to be a government. Most people seem to think that that's the real world that's going on. Who was it, Sister Danielle, that had a post? She said there's a war on reality. She's right. I feel like there's a war on reality. And she's right, it's a war on reality. And how do we get in these wars if we pretend we know? I don't know. I just try to focus on what's significant. What's significant? And what's significant to me is whoever living that earth don't give two damns about me. Whoever out there in space don't give two damns about me. So I love you, but Jesus said I don't have to like you. I don't like you right now. I love you, but I don't like you right now. You're going to leave me up here while the pole shifts. You're going to let people keep fighting over inner earth. Yeah, why would you do that? You know, you down there, you represent. Come on up here. Say, yeah, we down partying in the earth, man. Come on down here. We got shrimps and steaks and stuff. Y'all can eat. We live forever and everything. If they live forever and they let grandmama die up here, if they could resolve cuckoo viruses and they not helping nobody, they could teach people about the immune system and the plants and the Garden of Eden and astragalus roots and how to live forever. They could do all of that for grandmama and kids and babies, and they letting people drop bombs on children. No, I don't give two damns about no inner earth. Man, y'all, you know what? I hope an asteroid hits the earth and drops lava on you. I do, because you don't care about us up here. When you care about grandmama, I care about inner earth. Earth is not a globe. It's not, Jay. Well, it may not be. I don't know. But Jay, I ain't never been to space, brother. I ain't never been up there. But I tell you what, if I get up there and we look back and like, oh, damn it, and I see some turtles and they're carrying the flat earth, then I wouldn't be surprised. I would just be like, Jay was right. Oh my goodness, look at this. Damn, that's a big turtle. Oh, he got big doo-doo too. Look at that, just a whole trail of doo-doo going all down the universe. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not. My government lies to me about everything. And the last thing I'm going to do is argue with you, Jay, or anybody else about what they lie about. They lie too damn much. DARPA said so. I ain't got no interest in arguing. Earth could be a donut. We got trapezoid Earth people too, Jay. If I got up there and Earth was a trapezoid, once again, I'd be like, yeah, okay, space could be fake too, Jay. Yeah, I can get up there like, oh, look at this. We hit the dome. See, I guess it would be funny to me. I would be the pioneer if y'all want to send me. I'll go to space. I go to space. You know, I tell you the truth. Hell yeah, I tell you the truth. I get up there, we hit the dome. Boom. Like y'all, it's a dome up here, and they broadcasting, you know, because we could be in a petri dish. That wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Nothing surprises me, Jay, because nobody knows what's true. Nobody knows what's true. The only fool in the room is someone who wants to convince you that they know, and they're not even at a level that's privileged enough to know. We live in a time where science is banned, real technology, modern technology is banned, like Danielle said, like it's a war for what's true. Nobody knows what's true. What's the point in arguing about what we don't know? What is the point in debating about what we don't know? Like, that's how I get down, Jay. I'm not a, I don't know. I'm fine with the mermaid people, Bigfoot. His name is Duro, by the way, Jay, if you don't know. I like intelligent conversations and arguing about things that I'm not even allowed to know because I'm a slave in a colony. And most of my neighbors and friends and family about to vote for the new massa. I got more important things to do. The world is coming. They're making these metal robots about to be released. But they were released, right? Because they're in Boston and they're guarding Air Force facilities right now. And the metal robots is out there. I need to know what kind of lasers it has on it. What kind of DARPA technology can it tie into the direct energy weapons in space that's burned in California, somewhere else? I need to know those things. I need to know those things. If the inner earthers, or the aliens, or mermaids, or Duro want to come help me, then yeah, we can talk about that. But you know, short of that, I find it interesting, y'all. I find it interesting. To me, it's not like a debate thing. I don't debate about anything. To me, it's silly. It's interesting. It's all interesting because all of it ties with like ancient archaeology and what our ancients said. All right, I'm done ranting. Did I hit my mark? Was that 5 hours? I didn't even get it all out. There's so much that happened this weekend. Oh, looking for a card in Jersey when there ain't no DMV. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Woo. Oh, we got peasant slaves in here. No, ain't nobody peasant slaves in here. These people are literal commodities. Did anybody get promoted to a slave? Is anybody here a slave or peasant? No, we're just commodities. The old East India Trading Company might have had slaves and peasants. This one only has commodities. Our birth certificates don't even belong to us. They'd kill all of us and wouldn't even wink. They wouldn't even blink. So if somebody got promoted to a slave or a peasant in here, please let me know. I want to get promoted too. I'd love to be a slave. Slaves get universal health care. A brilliant mind, Jacque Fresco. Yeah, he does, Christine. He had a brilliant mind, and I appreciate everything he said yesterday. It was beautiful. Venus Project would be close to heaven on earth. Sadly, most aren't ready to grow up. Yeah, no, they're not, Tammy. It would be. It would literally be a heaven on earth because we live in hell right now. The interesting thing to me too, Tammy, is the Venus Project is basically everything that Jesus Christ, Yeshua Christ, Buddha, all the rest of them done taught. You know, core messages, Allah, all the rest of them done taught. Love each other, take care of each other, use modern technology to make sure that you take care. Somebody knocks on your door, give them a shirt off your back, give them some food, some rice. It basically is the Venus Project is anti-government. It's anti-power. It's anti-control. It's anti-slavery. It's anti-commodity. It's literally just doing what you were told to do. Love thy neighbor. It's weird to me, Tammy, that so many people go to church and they claim that they got these faiths that they're just not ready to act on. Y'all turn into harsh med today. Gonna be another good one. Okay, all right. I have to look at it, Lord. Is Doctor coming back? I'd like to see if Doctor's coming back. The Doctor, he blew the walls off it, didn't he, Lord? Oh, it was fantastic to listen to Indian history and realize that that actually is our history. That is our modern time. That nothing has changed. Space is garbage propaganda. Well, Jay, you know, so I'll tell you what I know. I can't tell you what I think. I'll tell you what I know. What I think is fun. What I know, it kind of sets what I do. The biggest problem I have, Jay, with the space is fake part, and anybody can believe what they want to believe, is my father worked at a satellite company. That's my problem. The biggest problem I have with the space is fake part is my father worked at a satellite company. He was a defense contractor for the Department of Defense. Yeah, so that kind of ruined it for me. That's like somebody saying there's no grass outside and your father works in lawn services. It's like, yeah, the government will lie to you, NASA will lie to you, your friends will lie to you, people on the internet lie to you. Now, are they saying what's true about space? And I agree with you, Jay. They're not saying what's true about space in any way, shape, or form, which is why people believe space is fake. I'm quite certain space is real, but what is real about it, I don't know. Could be oxygen in space. That part could be fake. Could be oxygen all up there. The moon landing was total fake, total hoax. We did not go to the moon. The East Indian Trading Company, United States Incorporated, went to the moon. We was right here. We was all right here. And they lied about whatever they found. They created a fake video, fake pictures, fake everything, and that's behind a lot of, once again, the earth is flat stuff and space is fake. Space ain't fake. Who knows if the earth is flat, but we ain't go to no moon. We are stupid, we are commodities. We're ignorant commodities who want to stay stupid, to say it the correct way. We don't want to know what's true. We give ultimate secrecy to government, and the government always lies about the new land. Right? And so I would guarantee you, back in Britain, back in 1470, whatever it was, somebody was like, no, America fake. Nope, stop it. Water is fake. Ocean is fake. Until you've been, oh, no, it's fake. Because they lied about it for 1,000 years. You had the Perry-Reese map. They knew all of this stuff was here. They just didn't want to tell us, the commodities, the ignorant little fools. And it creates a lot of conspiracy theories, you know? So that's my belief. Certain things I can go along with, other things I can't. And unfortunately, I went to my father's job a little too much and seen too many satellite pictures and little devices that they put in them satellites and send up there to take pictures, which is why I know all the pictures, all the planets they send everybody is blurred for a reason. Go along with Donna Hare, who worked in NASA, my friend. You know what, damn it, we actually play Scrabble together. We play Words with Friends. The one who told you that they airbrush the moon pictures before they bring them back to you so they can hide the structures, and you can go out to JPL's website and actually see the shadow and see the airbrush of the structure that was there. And a lot of that was probably made by ancient humans or aliens, time travelers from the future, who knows? But we damn sure didn't make it. That's why I know we didn't go to space. We was right here. We did a video on that the other day, Jay. You can go back. Oui. Oui, the French. We didn't go nowhere. All right. We only do solutions here. It's all about solutions. It's all about solutions. Let me see. Somebody retired from something. What somebody retired from? No crap. I have a globe. Oh, Susan. Oh, okay. Y'all going back and forth. Who's that? With Jay? Y'all okay? Let me know what y'all figure out. Let me know what y'all decide. Oh, goodness gracious. Doodoo tar, huh? Oh, goodness. Oh, the music is loud. Isn't Louis music loud, Anthony? I gotta show y'all something. I wanna show you something. We all doing a bunch of other stuff. There was something I wanted to show you. But I guess we've been here for a while, huh? Let y'all go. I was gonna show you. I think Susan sent this one to me. Oh yeah, just the first 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes so y'all in a hurry. Anybody gotta go doo-doo? Anybody constipate? Anybody gotta use the bathroom? Anybody gotta get up, take a break? Or can I play this video? Anybody in a hurry? Y'all at slavery? Should I play this video or y'all want me to shut it down? Do comments and roll. There's one more video. It's Aldous Huxley. Interview with, who was it? Mike Wallace? Oh, it was lovely. Oh, it was lovely. Who was calling me from Indiana? Nope. Lost mine from Indiana once. She moved away, so there you go. I don't know nobody in Indiana. Anybody calling me from Indiana, don't call me from Indiana. Well, not while I'm doing a live stream, trying to solve the world's problems and coming to realize that all the world's problems were already solved. We just don't deploy them because people are still voting for the East India Trading Company. All right, I was an astronaut. Riley, you were an astronaut in this life or a previous life? The Earth may or may not be a globe, but it is fairly easy to disprove that it's flat on your own. But there you go, Bofine. Bofine got the proof for you, Jay. Y'all should have a conversation. We're in a test tube in some alien kid's 7th grade science fair project. The liquid swirling around us is space. And I wouldn't be surprised by that, neither, Patricia Hauser. Half the time, I'm with you on that one. Half the time, we're like in a simulation creation thing, and we're some little kid's project, and we call that kid God. And it created universes and dimensions, and we're in a petri dish. I can get along with that. That actually makes a whole lot of sense to me. Oh, is that Harsh? Harsh is in the house. Yeah, Harsh, your guest from yesterday was the basis of what I've been looking at for the last 24 hours or so, looking at India and history of India and how it syncs right up with America. You know, Harsh, post that, if you're still here, post that link. If not, I'll post it. It was an article that talked about how the East India Trading Company became the United States Incorporated. Space is fake, there's no dome. What's at the top, Jay? If there's no dome, what's at the top if it's fake? What's beyond that realm? Space is a vacuum. Is it, Riley? All right. What are the planets really? Cosmic turtle turds. Matthew, I kind of think that, I don't know, man. I don't know. They've deleted his video. There's a guy, Matthew. There was a guy who used to make telescopes on YouTube. And this was probably 20 years ago. Anybody remember this guy? He was a guy that showed the changing structures in orbit. Anybody see that guy's videos? That guy's gone. Those videos are all gone. He used to make these big, massive telescopes in his backyard, and he would take pictures of these structures in space that were changing form constantly. And it looked like jellyfish or something. That was crazy. That's crazy. We don't know anything about space. Space could be water. Space could be acid. We have no idea. I know this. I don't trust no United States Incorporated. I know that if I'm an Indian and I'm in India and the East India Trading Company owns the land that I live in, they ain't got no business telling me about America. They ain't got no business telling me about Australia. They ain't got no business telling me about what's on the other side of the ocean. Their only business is to keep lying to me, to keep me working, to keep me picking cotton, to keep me paying taxes. If I was in Vietnam, to keep me working on rubber plantations. I don't master much. I don't master much at all. So space, Matthew, could be giant, the planets and all of that stuff could just be turds of jellyfish and turtles. I'm okay with everybody's theories. But anybody who works for the United States Incorporated or any of the other NATO corporations that are pretending to be governments. People, I listen to Jay all day. I'd appreciate listening to Jay all day. Ain't no damn way I'm listening to no Jive and Bode, no Donald Trump all day, nor Obama, nobody else. I have no interest in what people who have gained to make from lying to me. You know, Jay lies to me, you know, he makes something up, that's one thing. And Matthew makes something up, that's one thing. To me, it's entertaining. I'd rather hang out with the brothers, laugh and joke about what we're being lied to about all day long than to get out there and get and support somebody who wants to be a lord within East India Trading Company that doesn't see human beings as human beings. All right. They showed y'all in the never-ending story. Well, I don't remember the never-ending story. We seek the truth. Lord, that's it. And to me, seeking the truth is just seeking God. Seeking the truth is just seeking science. Seeking the truth is just seeking what's true. Those who seek God are those who seek the truth. And whether you call it Planck energy or God or Allah or Buddha, like there are people who get locked into their indoctrination, Lori. And that's who I think, that's who I know I was. Like somebody would convince me that they knew it all. And I would lock into their scripture or their book. Someone would convince me that their science knew it all. And I would lock into their chemistry, and ignore physics and ignore biology. Someone would convince me that they knew it all about a programming language. And I would lock into that before a newer one, better one was created. Those people who seek the truth, Lori, they're just a very dynamic bunch. There are a bunch of people who don't really affiliate to anything much because it's like, yeah, I mean, what you're saying sounds pretty good for the moment. But if I read the Enuma Elish and the Sumerian tablets and a few other things that prove that what you're saying isn't exactly accurate, I got to seek the truth. I can't seek King James. I can't seek, where did King James come from? Did that come from the Vulgate or the Septuagint? I forgot which one. I used to study that stuff a long time ago. But I studied far back enough to see the multiple canons and the multiple modifications in those scriptures. It's mostly the Old Testament. And then I gotta go. Because I want to know what's true. I want to know what's true. And I think we only go, oh, Lord have mercy. Profile just added a picture of me. I just gotta pop up. Talk about break your train of thought where you're trying to talk about truth seeking. You ain't seeking the truth if you grew roots. That's the bottom line. That's what Lord is saying. If you've grown roots, you are not seeking what's true. You've already attached your identity to people who convinced you that they know when nobody on this planet could know. If you grow roots, you're not seeking the truth. You're seeking to create a cult. Which is why I'm fine with Bigfoot's name being Durrell, but I don't believe it. I don't think Bigfoot would take. Because how would he? Durrell. did he belt his belt or something? Like why would Bigfoot even have a human name? His name would be if he's a Gigantopithecus. All right, let me do comments. I gotta go. You know what? Let's do Adolf real quick. Let's do the beginning of Adolf real quick. Then I'm gonna go. I'll do comments.
This is Aldous Huxley, a man haunted by a vision of hell on earth. A searing social critic, Mr. Huxley, 27 years ago, wrote Brave New World, a novel that predicted that someday the entire world would live under a frightful dictatorship. Today, Mr. Huxley says that his fictional world of horror is probably just around the corner for all of us. We'll find out why in a moment.
The Mike Wallace Interview, presented by the American Broadcasting Company in association with the Fund for the Republic, brings you a special television series discussing the problems of survival and freedom in America.
Good evening, I'm Mike Wallace. Tonight's guest, Aldous Huxley, is a man of letters, as disturbing as he is distinguished. Born in England, now a resident of California, Mr. Huxley has written some of the most electric novels and social criticism of this century. He's just finished a series of essays called Enemies of Freedom, in which he outlines and defines some of the threats to our freedom in the United States. And Mr. Huxley, right off the bat, let me ask you this. As you see it, who and what are the enemies of freedom here in the United States?
Before Adolf answers the question, I'm bringing Urkel forward. And I'm bringing the level 3 positive pressure bioweapon suit required for grandmama to be safe. We're going to bring them forward. They're going to be with us for the foreseeable future for the simple fact that, one, from an Urkel perspective, people act like they didn't do that, and they did that. We did this. We consented to all the slavery, all the control, everything. and a positive pressure suit because that's what grandmama needs in order for grandmama to be safe. They don't want grandmama to be safe. They want you to walk around with a face diaper advertisement for forced vaccination, which is all it is.
Well, I don't think you can say who in the United States. I don't think there are any sinister persons deliberately trying to rob people of their freedom. But I do think, first of all, that there are a number of impersonal forces which are pushing in the direction of less and less freedom. And I also think that there are a number of technological devices which anybody who wishes to use can use to accelerate this process of going away from freedom, of imposing control.
Well, what are these forces and these devices, Mr. Huxley?
I should say that there are two main impersonal forces. The first of them is not exceedingly important in the United States at the present time, though very important in other countries. This is the force which in general terms can be called overpopulation, the mounting pressure of population pressing upon existing resources. This, of course, is an extraordinary thing. Something is happening which has never happened in the world's history before. I mean, let's just take a simple fact that between the time of the birth of Christ and the landing of the Mayflower, the population of the Earth doubled. It rose from 250 million to probably 500 million. Today, the population of the Earth is rising at such a rate that it will double in half a century.
Well, why should overpopulation work to diminish our freedoms?
Well, in a number of ways. I mean, the experts in the field, like Harrison Brown, for example, pointed out that in the underdeveloped countries, actually the standard of living is at present falling, that people have less to eat and less goods per capita than they had 50 years ago. And as the position of these countries, the economic position, becomes more and more precarious, obviously the central government has to take over more and more responsibility for keeping the ship of state on an even keel. And then, of course, you're likely to get social unrest under such conditions, with again an intervention of the central government. So that I think one sees here a pattern which seems to be pushing very strongly towards a totalitarian regime. And unfortunately, as in all these underdeveloped countries, the only highly organized political party is the Communist Party, it looks rather as though they will be the heirs to this unfortunate process, that they will step into the position of power.
Well, then, ironically enough,
Well, hang on. So I'm enjoying this discussion, which is why I wanted to post it. But so let's deal with a few of the gorillas in the room. Right. Overpopulation and the fact that the third world countries have less food. One specifically, New Jersey. New Jersey. Lord have mercy. In Germany, now that they've stopped. So the same thing being done in foreign countries are just being done in your country. See, starving people will serve the Lord's faithfully. So starving people will do anything for the king. In walks overpopulation. How is it possible if we make new technology every damn day, somebody's making new? For God's sakes, in Africa, the kids done made the little girls. They made a thing that you could pee in that makes power, okay? Every single day, technology gets better. But also every single day, people get hungry. So how is that even possible? How is it even possible that you live in a time where there are starving people, where rape exists, where war exists? Well, obviously, the nations are being looted of resources and food. Every day, you should have more and more apples, more and more tomatoes, more and more resources, more and more technologies and innovations that are made by an innovative, creative species that can't stop making stuff. Can't stop making stuff. Y'all got any crafter friends? You ever been to their house? You ever trip, fall on knitting and concrete structures and paintings? You can't even get in. You see the walls and it's just like, oh, you just let the kids draw everywhere, huh? You didn't let, oh yeah, you just let the kids just draw everywhere. They got crayons and stuff. Creative people, we never stop making stuff. You ain't never been to a daycare where the kids ain't got blocks and making stuff with the Lincoln logs and this, that, and pixie sticks and put this together, whatever, making stuff. We are a creative species. All we can do is create. Obviously, we are being controlled by a few. And they do the same thing all over the world. Every single group that's dumb enough, that's ignorant enough to think they're a nation. Nations don't exist anymore. He who controls the food controls the people. That's why they put the food, they put money between you and the food so they can control you. So he's saying a whole bunch of things. He talked about overpopulation. I think somebody said they were trying to link the Venus Project to the New World Order, right? So there are a couple of very significant differences between the Venus Project, the Zeitgeist Movement, resource-based economies, and New World Order. Those systems are all based on giving people back the freedom. They're all based on you being a sovereign, your children deciding what you do, when you do it, and how you do it. You decide. There are no deciders. People are innovators. All we do is create. So resource-based economies are about giving people more leeway, more freedom, more land, more resources, and open source information so they can make phenomenal creations. Not things just based in technologies that they didn't outlaw with the Invention Securities Act of 1951 so that they can go blow up other people with it. East India Trading Company, relabeled United States Incorporated. Right? That's what the Venus Project is about. It's about a new world, no order, a new world family, where the rules of the world become the rules of the family. Right? Why do you do things for your sister when she calls? Why do you do things for your brother when he calls? Why, if your brothers drive you up the freaking wall, as mine do? Oh, they drive me crazy. I swear I get that text message that do-do-do-do-do. I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. Did y'all finish that racism fight yet? Did y'all beat the emotion yet? They're in that fight. I love them to death. They drive me crazy. They drive me crazy. They're poisoning my mama with all the poisonous, toxic things that the pharmaceutical industry can come up with. And I didn't work for the pharmaceutical industry, and I know the scientists who made a lot of those drugs. And they told me, don't ever give your mama them drugs. Don't ever give your kids them drugs. Don't ever give so they drive me crazy. But they call, I always be there for them. I always be there for them. I always be there for my mama. My friends call, I always be there for them. If I got it and you need it, it's yours. Right? That's the world we need. That's what the resource-based economy is about. The New World Order has nothing to do with that. The New World Order is about putting you under order all over the world. All over the world, putting you under control, under the boot, under the thumb of those who create the East India Trading Company, the United States Incorporated, and all the rest of the power control guilds. And the other thing they addressed was overpopulation. They asked Jacque Fresco, do you think that the planet's overpopulated? He said, yeah, well, we need to have people have less people. Then try to explain what he was saying. He said, we can utilize technology to increase how many human beings this planet can sustain. Right? The last study, the human beings, because the planet, if utilized correctly, vertical growth systems, the planet can support 100 billion human beings. Right? And you can also increase with technology, common damn sense, natural law, trusting nature, helping nature, not trying to dominate or become nature, which is what the people behind the cuckoo virus want to do when they give you the cure. They want to become nature. They want to become your immune system, and they'll fail. Trust me, because everywhere we try to replace nature, we failed, and they'll fail. Please don't let them fail inside of your children and in you, which is why I'm moving to South Dakota, but that's another discussion. You can utilize technology to assist nature, so nature can support more grizzly bears, so nature can support more deers, so nature can support more cows, so nature can support more birds and more bees, making a Eden, if you will. So you can use technology so that people live longer and they live healthier. And then by default, you can support more people, and most of us will probably have less kids anyway. See, and this is why I love his solution as opposed to the Gates solution, where you go and you actually give people things, which was proven in Central America and Africa, and those are just the places he got caught. Things that sterilize young girls, right? You can either force and abuse people, or you can make them sovereign by creating technology and letting them decide. And so those are the key differences between the resource-based economy ideas and your governments, which is New World Order. New World Order is no different than your government. Same damn thing. First of all, the people who are behind the New World Order in those trading companies, behind slavery and everything else, they're behind your government. They bought your government. You don't have a government. You have a corporation. They're all the same mindset of lying to you and controlling you. Consciousness, sentience, it's all about trusting each other. Family, it's all about trusting each other. You don't force your sister to do something. You don't force your brother to do something. You let them make up their own mind, and you give them everything you can to help them to make a good decision. Governments don't do that. New World Orders don't do that. It's all the same thing. There's no difference between the New World Order and the United States government. Which is the funny thing, too, because I listen to people all day long like, yeah, we need to fight the New World Order. America! Land of the free, home of the brave. I'm like, no, it's land of the sleep and home of the slave. And we ain't even slaves no more. Worse than that. You're not going to fight a for control power trillionaire family owned corporation with another for power trillionaire family owned corporation system. It doesn't make any sense. What's the point? I don't really care if the New World Order wins or the East India Trading Company relabeled United States Incorporated wins. What's the difference? They both feel that I'm less than a slave, so why do I care who wins? Why do I care if Donald Trump or jiving Bowden, Tricky Bowden? I might have to change the name to Tricky Bowden. But he be jiving. He be jiving a lot. Well, why do I care if he wins? I don't. Why do I care if you want Massa A or Massa B? I don't really care about you. I think that you shouldn't have a Massa, and neither should I. I think that we're grown. I think we can decide how to live. I think we can decide what to do. And that's really what the resource-based economy is about. It's about giving the planet back to the species and taking it from the few.
One of the greatest forces against communism in the world, the Catholic Church, according to your thesis, would seem to be pushing us directly into the hands of the communists because they are against birth control.
Well, I think this strange...
And don't let communists fool you. Don't let socialists fool you. Don't let capitalism fool you. They're all systems based in you not being sovereign. They're all systems based in you being controlled. While they may disagree on how the control is modeled, they agree on you not having control of yourself, your children, your family, or your daily decisions. Tell me that's not a plantation. I'm not interested in any of your plantations. I'm not interested in any of your masters or your master's solutions. I'm a master of me. I'm a god. You understand that? That's why I don't get in those debates. To me, it's ignorant to debate what kind of slavery we want when we're evolving at a time where we can do a paradigm shift and getting rid of every model of new flavored slavery.
Paradox probably is true. There is it's an extraordinary situation, actually. I mean, one has to look at it, of course, from a biological point of view. The whole essence of biological life on Earth is a question of balance, and what we have done is to practice death control in a most intensive manner without balancing this with birth control at the other end. Consequently, the birth rates remain as high as they were, and death rates have fallen substantially.
All right, then. So much for the time being, anyway, for overpopulation.
So I'm going to stop there. But that was another good example of how to use technology to resolve overpopulation. Well, we're not overpopulated. We don't allocate resources efficiently. Right? We still cheer and vote for systems of the few being at the top of the pyramid, owning 80% of the resources that everybody else on the bottom of the pyramid need. It's birth control. Like, you can create technologies that allow people to decide. If you live to be 500, which you should, there's no definitive lifespan on a human being according to epigenetics, how we talked about through telomeres that protect the caps on your chromosomes. The human beings do not have a definitive lifespan. If you live to be 500, 600, 700, 1,000 years old, if you live to be as old as the people they documented living, the kings back in the King's List and the Aztec or Mayan empires in India, the people who lived those hundreds of years, if you live that long, would you have children when you're 30? I mean, think about it. Like, think about it logically. You know you're going to live healthy and strong. You won't have gray hair. You won't have wrinkled skin. You won't have the things that come from telomere damage because your telomerase enzyme is actually repairing your DNA. You'd probably wait till you about, if I know I'm going to live to be about 800, I'm not going to have no kids. I might have some kids around 600. Maybe I have another around 700, but I would grow one at a time. I might it'd be interesting to grow two at a time, just see them grow up and become adults, grow to be 150 before I have another one. I might, but I would focus on it. I would space it out because it's logical that you want to give each child, sometimes you probably only have one, because you want to just give to them everything you got and just focus on them instead of cheating on them, having 3, 4, 5 kids at a time because you still die by 120 because somebody's poisoning. The problems solve themselves. This is why I love that I lucked up and became an engineer. Engineers solve things. Our minds is just based in problem solving. People are supposed to identify the problem, and engineers are supposed to solve the problem. Politicians are about fighting over who gets a better solution in times of scarcity. We've evolved past having politicians. There was a time and a place for government. There was a time and a place for politicians, assuming we've ever had a real government and not something that queen or king handed us. There was a time for capitalism. There was a time for communism. There was a time for all these things. But since we made 3D printers, that time is long gone. Which is the good news. And the good news is, like people like to always say, what do we do? Well, there's a whole bunch of things we can do to speed up going to Eden, going back to a virtual heaven on earth, which is not a utopia, because in 100 years after we make that heaven on earth, we're going to find a whole bunch of new problems and we're going to have to fix those. We can speed it up by not consenting, reclaiming our sovereignty, working with the people that the system pits us against to solve the problems. Or we can just wait. We can just wait. I'm not really worried about the new world. Why? Because 3D printers are already out. It's too late. It's too late. If they banned 3D printer technology, then we'd be in big trouble. I post about 3D printers a lot because I don't know that people understand what I'm saying. The only reason the East India Company existed, trading company existed, that pretty much owns all the governments around the world today. I don't know if they work with the Crown Corporation or fight it with the Queen. I have no idea. But the only reason they exist is because people want things. When you have 3D printers in everybody's house and they can make things, they spend less money. So what about, let's do a quick example. So if everybody gets a clay printing 3D printer in their house, it means you're not going to buy anything that's made in clay because you can make everything made in clay. Once you have a metal printing 3D printer at your house or in your city printing cars, then you stop buying cars because cars are free. And they're made out of hemp, not really metal. And at that point, when you're done with the car, you just go drive it in the ocean. It breaks down within a few days and it gets eaten and it cultivates new coral life. And you just go print another car, right? Making a recycling, recirculating system. Same with airplanes and drones and everything else. So 3D printers are going to get rid of money. It doesn't really matter what you want. I mean, money's going away anyway. But the 3D printer already broke society. And as they get better and better and better, you can't meter them. It's like a Tesla type of technology. Once it's made, it's already out. The genie is already out the box. People are going to spend less and less money, right? Resources, mining them. Automation is doing that. You've got a little drone at home, a robot assistant. You can go out in the backyard. You can go, you buy a little piece of land out there, and it can go mine gold for you if you needed to. The world has already changed. It's already broken. The question is, are we going to let millions or billions die till we get to that world? We're going to keep playing fight the poor people? Or are we going to go ahead and just get rid of the pyramid structure? So I think there are a lot of things we can do to speed things and save lives. But the reality simply is, you don't actually have to do anything. Their world is burning. Their world is burning. And maybe that's what a lot of people who vibrate in the conscious space already know. The world is burning. I mean, there's a whole lot of other spiritual things that are happening. But just from the tangible, materialistic things, you can see their world is burning and our world, If not, our kids will be free, our grandkids will be free. And so these are great times to be alive. Orwell talks about flat Earth in 1984. Did he, Jay? He could. But listen, Orwell's a genius. Who knows? Urine is full of electrolytes. Is that true, Lori? Are you supposed to pee on your feet? Or you're a nurse? You know, somebody said if you have foot fungus, you're supposed to pee on your feet. Is that true? Peeing can be my superhuman, awesome incontinence girl. Okay, all right, we're on peeing this morning. The Garden State, lots of oh, Deborah, isn't that funny? Jersey is called the Garden State, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's the Morlock State at this point in time. It's a dark. Oh my gosh, you think your hood is bad? You go ahead and go to a Jersey hood. It'll change your life. I saw some things. I saw some things for that short stint in the Jersey hood. I was like, oh my God. I was like, really? Like, all right. I love the people, Deborah. I'm not scared of people. I loved it. I had the brother out there drug deal. What's going on, man? Where the dealership at? He said, oh yeah, it's right. It's the lot down the street. It's the lot. I said, wait, I was just at that lot. There was no flags. Everybody knows dealerships have flags. It's like, nah, it's the lot, brother. They ain't got a trailer? No, ain't a house? No, ain't no house. Literally, they selling cars out the back of a minivan with some tires and a cardboard table. But I tell you what, listen. Once again, I got 5,000 witnesses. My fingerprints show up on some stolen cars. Y'all know I was just test driving cars on Facebook Marketplace. This is Mark Zuckerberg's fault. Okay? He's complicit. He's listing cars on his website that are stolen. Anyway, all right, let's do comments let it go. Let's visit the Venus Project. So want to. Yeah, that's a good idea, Christine. Well, I know that Jacqueline is still going, Christine. So they did in Florida, they created a little Venus Project start, but it's not like a project. It's not anything that's funded. Like, it's in defiance to everything that is at the top of the pyramid. So nobody's funding the Venus Project. They get little, donations from people here and there where they do things, but it would be a great place to visit, But the only reason I kind of brought that up too is I think we were getting into discussions. Who was it? Was it Paul Bradley, which goes by a lot of different profile names, but that's another point. He was stating that Fresco was a communist, and I was trying to explain it. No, Fresco is just an engineer. He's just a visionary, and that's why I played the video yesterday to explain it. No, I don't have any interest in the isms. The isms get the principle wrong. The isms are still based in slavery and force and control of people and not freeing the human race. So engineers don't have any interest in stuff like that. Like, it's about, okay, we need to fix something. This is what it looks like. Here is the schematic. Okay, we did this. This works, and it does precisely what the specifications require. And that's the end of the story. The government around that is insignificant. You could wrap the isms around creation if you want, but you have no reason to, right? The Venus Project resolves enough problems where in the Zeitgeist movement, where you don't actually have to have a rule and force and power. Then people say, well, what do you do about crime if you don't have any laws? If you don't have any laws, you don't have any crime. You really think about it. If you don't have any laws, you don't have any crime. When people have the things that they need, there is no violence. There's no reason for it. The art of war, once again, how do you fight an enemy is you take away their will to fight. So if everybody has the things that they need, they have no reason to rob you. They have no reason to rape you. They have no reason to do those things because they have other things that they literally are doing. Pleasant environments create pleasant people. We learn that. So that's really what the Venus Project is about. It's about evolution, moving forward. Oh goodness, y'all still going back and forth. Well, y'all having a good argument or something. Is that a discussion or argument? I'm not even sure where y'all still talking about flat Earth or something? Oh, Jay is a whistleblower. I'm still here. Arm yourselves. Yeah, it's a good idea, Jay, to arm yourself. It's a great idea at this point in time. Because the Democrats, if you're in America, the Democrats and the Republicans, boy, I tell you what, it's about to blow up. It's about whoever wins is going to blow up. That's okay. I have my non-stolen car and I'm getting ready. I'm reducing my life. I'm selling things off. I'm getting rid of stuff. I'm cleaning things up and I'm getting ready. Very soon, might be time to leave Dodge. People think this is going to be a normal election. this might be the shot that's heard around the world. And I don't even want to hear that shot. I don't even want to be around. I'm going to be on a mountain somewhere with a hawk. A hawk in a garden in a cabin. All right, I don't want to play this game anymore. Yeah, Tiana, don't play games. It's a waste of time. You have a lot of children out here who are focused in low vibing things. I don't play those games no more. Save your cute tard, JFK Jr. is saying, us trash to yourself. Okay, I'm not sure I understand that one, Jay, but I don't think there are many cute people around here, but I'm fine with cute people like I'm fine with flat earthers. Like, to me, I'm fine with what everybody believes, except for the people who are lords for the East India Trading Company who want to continue to enslave everybody who has all the ideas about what's actually going on. Like, to me, it's just it's discourse. It's okay to have discourse with people, but be careful with people who think that they know in a time where knowing has been banned. Want to save lives. Flat Earth snipers. Both out. Where you going? People are generally not 100% one thing. Yep, there is nobody who's 100% anything, Lord. People are a bunch of bag of mixed nuts in every single way, not just from a race and ethnicity perspective, but from a gene perspective. Like, there are 7 billion different types of people on this planet who are all very different, which is why no form of rule works for them. No one thing fits everybody, so the only universal solutions are to let people be people, give them the things that they need so they become human beings. Let them be. This whole world is a conspiracy. You are a god, create your own reality. Yes, Susan Jewell, the whole world is a conspiracy, and everything conspires because the model of the world is to get people to conspire against each other. There are those who conspire and those who are done conspiring. We could go somewhere with that. Think about that. There are those who, if the world is divided into two camps, it would be those who want to continue the conspiracy systems, to continue to conspire, to continue with secrecy, power, control, slavery, economic systems, banking, debt, enslaving the future generations, and those who are done with conspiratory systems, those who are done conspiring against each other, those who just want freedom and food and life for their neighbors and everybody around the world, the people who hate them and the people who don't. And there are those who just want to continue to conspire. How you doing in those comments, G? I'm good, Beaufont. I'm just hitting them down. I'm trying to avoid the argument. I'm trying to duck and dodge the argument. Let me see. It's too much. I can't argue with people because it's to me it's low vibe. It's low vibe. Bob Marley said Rasta man vibration. He didn't say I know what's going on vibrations. He didn't say I know what's going on vibrations. Yeah, that's not what he said. He said Rasta man vibrations. It's a dark vibration to claim that you know things that you don't know. I used to do that my whole life, Beaufont. I don't joke. I don't denounce people like that, but I'm not a part of it. So yeah, there are people who want to argue over and continue this conspiracies. Arguing over the conspiracies, to me, continues the conspiracies, right? It's giving that energy. Fighting the power is actually empowering the power. The power doesn't need to be fought. You just need to walk away from it. You give it power by fighting it, So it's one of those things. But everybody's in different levels. Everybody's at a different space. Everyone has a different role to play. So if you feel you should vote, then you need to go vote. If you feel that, your queue is fighting the pie, get out there and do that fighting of the pie. You feel that you need some Sharpie signs to do that in the city, do that. That's what love is. Love is acceptance. Non-judging, love, knowing that we really don't know and just accept where everybody is because they're where they need to be. The only one I need to work on is me. Everybody else I just enjoy. You may be giving him too much credit here. Patricia, y'all still going? I was listening to it last year, but it got so creepy I stopped. Maybe I will listen again. I don't know. I'm already pretty freaked out about stuff and reading that listening to it being read. It's probably not going to give me any clues to survival from what I can tell. If it does have any info, I need to know what I am not even sure it does. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all reading? I missed that. Well, y'all going back and forth, ain't you? my experience is if someone needs to brag about their life, it says it all. Yeah, Rachel, yeah. The two things, I guess, when it comes to that. If someone is bragging to me, love you. I love you, but I know that's psychopathy. And I hope you get past that. I used to brag to people too. It's okay. It's okay. When you brag about things, usually it's the things that ain't the things that ain't the things that ain't the things. And the other one is when people make things personal. Like right now, it's like a real personal, emotional time, Rachel, where people are, you don't want their master, you don't like their master, or they tell you about the new master, it's going to be the master in 2020, and you tell them, say, no, I'm not interested, I don't master much. You tell them their master ain't no different from the other master, then people make a personal attack. When people make a personal attack, I just tune out. Like, I appreciate you, and I know you're doing what you're supposed to do, but you just showed me that you actually don't have a rebuttal to what the facts I just presented you, so I just walk away. And the same thing when people are tooting that horn, it's like, that's okay. Usually if your horn is tootable, other people are tooted. You ain't got to toot your own horn. I saw that once in pornography. I went to the wrong website once. You can toot your own horn, but if your horn is tootable, you ain't got to toot it yourself. I gotta get out of here before that happens, before this goes somewhere. If your horn is tootable, there are people who will toot it for you. You ain't got to toot it yourself. And when people toot your horn, just tell them, no, you're not supposed to be tooting my horn, because my horn ain't really tootable. It's a whole bunch of horns on this planet. What are you talking about? I have no idea. Actually, I do. I just don't want to go into details. We have to be humble. Got to be humble, y'all. We got to go back to being humble people. Humble people rock. Arrogant people don't, right? Arrogant people are resonating on the same vibrational level the kings and the lords and billionaires and trillionaire families. The people who claim they have control, the people who think they're right, the people who think they're correct. We got to go back to being humble people. We just don't know. You can't get humble people to go to war. You can't get humble people to join gangs and rob people. You can't get humble people to rape people. You can't get humble, because humble people don't know. They know that their horn is not tootable. Like, damn, I bet you that horn is tootable. No, it's not. I grew up with me. I know me. I know me. No, it's a whole bunch of stuff I don't know. And I know enough now to know that nobody really knows either. Knowing has been banned. Like Danielle said, there's a war on reality right now. And most people are losing. All right, I really wish I could post a Michael Jackson eating popcorn gif here. I've tried. Only one year he's sitting there, Matthew, just popping the popcorn. Are you watching the fight? Are they still fighting? Hey, Susan, good morning. Good morning, Holly. Don't make me drink my pee. Holly, no, don't do that. That's a bad idea. No. No, don't do that. I'm pretty sure that's a bad idea. I'm no nurse, but I don't think it works that way. I think you got those things to expel things, not to put them back in. All right. To be humble is to be human. Yes, absolutely, Susan. I think we're human beings when we're humble, because when you're humble, you let people be. If you're not letting people be, you're not humble. You're arrogant. You want to control them. You think you're correct. That's not being humble. We got to be humble again. And I don't know if we'll ever get there. I'm trying to be humble hard as I can. It's a long, hard road. We've been indoctrinated really well. All right. Get down to the comment, but last comment, then I'm gonna go. Woo! In California, flour is legal. California, everything should be illegal. No, nothing, Jay, in any nation should be illegal. It's criminal to make nature illegal. The arrogance and the ignorance of anybody who is so unhumble that they would make a plant illegal is insanity. Let alone a damn plant that we have been eating so much that our body created a symbiotic system called an endocannabinoid system, because we've been eating it for millions of years. Only a dark vibe, criminal energy, ignorant moron, foolish, unscientific, war on nature system would make anything like nature illegal. We need to stop the war on all nature in every single way. Stop warring on things that you don't understand. And there's no way you're gonna get me voting for that. Like it's like so the whole thing with Black Lives Matter. Like, well, if your lives matter, they had to start changing the police law, the laws. They didn't start changing the laws. They don't care. They'll blame it on police because they don't want you to blame them, and so they'll keep playing this game. Same thing. Like you waging war on nature. I can't consent to your system. I can't get in bed with politicians who work for corporations who are burning up the whole planet, waging war on nation through 100 different industries. And they ain't done a damn thing to fix it. I'm a part of nature. Like that's me hate. To me, it's self-hate. You don't get me out there voting, it's self-hate. I don't hate myself. I don't hate nature. I don't need to wage war on nature. I really don't care who wins the election. Hopefully it's Daffy Duck. I thought that wasn't a globe. I thought there wasn't a globe. Oh, y'all still, I'm trying to avoid y'all's conversation. I don't think it's a conversation. What are y'all getting on it? Going to the wood now. Catch my live in like 15 minutes. Go do that live, Riley. I'm about to get off. People, hopefully you follow Riley J if you don't. She's kind of funny. She sits out there and the last video I caught, I got to catch up on Riley video. She had her horn out the window telling people they're going to get meth mouth if they don't take their mask off. They're going to get black mask along if they don't stop covering their faces up, start breathing in some oxygen. In the mountains with running water and a cave, ideal. Yes, Rebecca, except the cave. Well, the cave would be good. I'm kind of scared of caves. I really don't do caves much because I'm worried about the bats. That's Rebecca Costello. She got pet crocodiles and tigers and stuff down there in Florida. I don't. I'm thinking bat guano creates funguses I don't want in my lungs, Rebecca. So I don't do caves. I go in caves and I put my head in, I take a picture and that's it. I then take a picture. Look, it's cave. I ain't going in that joker. No bat guano grows things I don't want in my lungs. I peed out a few caves when I was in the mountains in PA. You peed out a few caves. What the hell, Susan? You know you can pee inside. We got toilets now, girl. You can use a toilet if you want to. We got the but I agree with you though. When I'm like in a park or something, no, I find a bush. I'm a citation ready to happen. No, I don't do the what are those little boxes that people pee on top of each other's pee and they boo-boo on top of each other's boo-boo and they only clean it once every 24 hours and they clean in between, they just dump a bunch of chemicals on the poo and the pee. And they think it smells better. Johnny houses, what are those things called? The Johnny house thing, the things that they put up there and everybody stand in line at the event to go pee and poo on top of each other's pee. I don't do them things. I don't do them. Yeah, the porta potty. That's it, Melissa. No, that's not a potty. You don't port it. It's not a potty. Ain't nobody porting it. They only port it once every 24 hours when they're done because they rent those things. The guy got to make some money. He's not going to get in there and start cleaning out a porta potty midday. He's going to make y'all pee and poop on top of each other thing. That's why I can't do it. I hold my breath. The few times I was forced to use them things, I held my breath the entire night. I would never let my children use it. Never. I think once, damn twice. I had no other choice. They'd have been on YouTube. Grown man let son pee in bushes. At the Air Force. Hang it. What's the name of that? The air show. I think you got it where I had to let them use it there because it was a military base. Yeah, they got the drones outside. Well, they probably, you know what? Come to think of it, 15 years ago when that happened, they probably had this drone out there already guarding the bases. We just didn't know about it. They got them out there now, but yeah. So yeah, I don't let my kids go on that. No, that stuff is nasty. Dude. No, I show my kids respectfully how to open the door and pee on the side of a car. I respect them women who know how to squat in nature. Is that what y'all call peeing out a cave? Is that what y'all mean when y'all say that? When you kind of do that squat thing? That's kind of how the woman you need in the apocalypse. You don't need a woman that's going to fuss and cry for a bathroom. It's like literally you got bankers taking over the whole world, burning up the entire damn planet. You want somebody out there, oh, I broke a heel. I broke a nail. Oh, my makeup's not right. My hair. No, you don't need that. You need a woman in the mountain that can pee out a cave, that know how to get that squat on. That's what you need. That's the world. That's what it's coming to. I know. You get a woman out there, oh, zombies chasing you. She's looking for a bathroom. No, woman, you need to get a bush. In fact, the zombies there, you need to learn how to pee from a branch. You need to know how to bounce. Go stand up on that strong branch, know how to pick the right branch, climb the tree, with the crossbow and whatever, zombies everywhere, and you do not balance yourself and pee on the zombie head. And then jump down, swing down, jump down, boom, shoot the zombie, keep running. That's the world we're coming into because people about to vote. We're going to live in the jungle. We're going, what's that Jimi Hendrix song? You better run through the jungle. That's the type of woman you need. You need a woman that ain't got to get her hair straight in the morning. You need a woman that's really happy to get up in the morning with some pine cones in her hair, and naps and knots and stuff, and get out there and get to fighting. That's the world we have. You need somebody that's capable. You don't need a man that knows how to pick out tennis shoes. You do not need a man that knows how to dress and match his socks to his belt. No, you do not. You need a man that knows how to keep you safe from somebody else tying you up with a belt. That's what you need. We're coming into a weird world. Weird world. Skills that you need are not banking. Now, you don't need somebody who knows how to keep a car clean. Car ain't gonna be no clean cars in the apocalypse, damn it. That's not how this works. Look at India. After the East India Trading Company pulled out, they didn't have clean cars, damn it. You might have to ride a dirty camel. Might have to get on a horse, know how to ride a zebra. All right, anyway, I'm about to get out of here. California state decriminalized against women's carrying more than men. Huh? California state decriminalized against women's carrying more than men. Is that drugs, Jay? California gave women some laws that they get to have more drugs than men do. Well, drugs, first of all, cannabis is not a drug. Cannabis is a plant. It literally is food. It is food to mammals, right? So drugs you buy from drugstores. Things you get in nature is called food. And some of that food has medicinal-like activities if you've been eating Twinkies and bagels for breakfast. Yeah, no. See, and this is why if they decriminalized it for certain people, certain times, certain places, if certain people don't get the cuckoo virus because they got a certain skin color and the states behind them rioting and burning down cities to create conflict, to scare other people, to scare up some more racism like it's fighting racism, if that's actually anything the state's behind, you can just pretty much throw out the window. That's pretty much, Jay, is what it comes down to. They're trying to create problems, and now the men will be upset fighting with the women. I'm not even sure what that's about, but if they don't have the authority to create the law in the first damn place, I'm not interested in them decriminalizing it because it's a criminal act to pretend that they had the right to do that to people. Save grandmama. You need to give her a joint. Not a joint. Maybe some cannabis tea. You know. It's my meds. What? You know what, Deborah? You know, I'm gonna say it another way because I was on, who's it? Sean Yankee? He had a show. What is it called? The Cannabis Yank? Yanking for drugs or something like that. He has a new show he's doing. And they were talking about cannabis yesterday. They're talking about how he talks about how cannabis is his medication. And I don't really have that take. I don't think there's any medicine in nature. I don't think there's any superfood. There are just things we ate a lot and things that we didn't eat so much. And when you eat the things that your body has evolved to solve certain problems, it's not really medicine, it's just food. The human body is a problem-solving machine. And it solves those problems on what we ate the most, what was most prolific. Some things we didn't eat so much. Mimosa pudica, we didn't eat so much. Cannabis, we ate like it was a lettuce, which is why it's food to us. And our body develops systems to repair problems through cannabinoids. And that's why we have the endocannabinoid system, and we don't have a mimosa pudica system, right? And so we say mimosa pudica is medicine, where it's not. It's just food that we ate very rarely. You eat too much of it, you'll get sick. Your body doesn't have systems to break it down as fast. And the things we never ate are poisonous. Right? And like, to me, it's very easy when you think about nature and like evolution and how we evolved and what makes sense. So I don't think there is medicine that's in nature. I think it's just food. Gerard and I agree more than we disagree. Yes, we do, Jay. I think we do. I haven't seen too much. You say, I don't disagree with the earth is flat either. I don't even want to think I disagree. I don't disagree with the earth is flat. I don't disagree with nothing. Jay, I ain't never been to space, brother. I've never been in the earth. I don't disagree at all with anybody about anything. If I don't disagree with my mermaid and my fairy people, I ain't damn sure I ain't gonna disagree with my flat earth people. The only thing I disagree is with anyone who wants to abuse other people. That's the only place I disagree. Everything else for me is fun and entertainment. I think everybody is who they should be, and I think that y'all arguing this morning because y'all supposed to be arguing. I do my best to enjoy that argument. All right, UK government grow it. Oh, the UK government grows cannabis, do they? Do they share it with the people, Joanna? Like the American guy. They grow it here too. They've been growing it a long time. I know a brother who's been growing it with them down there in Alabama and one here in Pennsylvania. I think there were a few federal licenses to grow cannabis. They've been growing it a long time. All right, the cure for pride is stargazing. Ooh, Jonathan. Teacher, I was about to go. You know, teacher always say something deep. The cure for pride is stargazing. You can only be proud if you have a great sense of pride in what you are. If you think that you are the only and the greatest thing in the universe, that you are the salt to the earth and everything in here is to serve your ignorance and your greed and your apathy and your corporations behind your politicians. That the cure for pride is stargazing. My God, are you right? Absolutely. When you look up and you realize there's infinite planets out there, there's infinite light, we don't know anything. You can't really have any pride. You can't be proud. What exactly can you be proud of? The only thing I know that, Jonathan, that escapes that is human children. I think that gives me a sense of pride that I don't know I can put somewhere. I'm a proud father. I'm sorry, I am. I done made some great humans. I don't know how that happened. Because it's not really pride, because I didn't really do it, Jonathan, so I take that back. It's not even pride. My kids should have been nut jobs. I know me. My kids a little too calm. I don't even know. I had to get some paternity tests on this joke. They're intelligent, they're smart, they're defiant, they're funny. They might have got the defiant part from me, but I don't even think I can be proud of that. It's just, you know. But yeah, stargazing. I think, Jonathan, when you really process how small we are, you stop thinking you're a big deal. And when we stop thinking we're a big deal, we stop putting big boots on other people's things. We start agreeing with each other, no matter where they stand, no matter what they believe, and we stop agreeing with those who want to put the boots on the necks of others. We stop agreeing with the East India Trading Company, whatever consciousness it has at the moment, whatever label it's carrying at the moment. All right, this is Jacque. I gotta go. Y'all have a great day. Love y'all to death. Now I'm gonna back pat up for a minute because freeing the people is what this is all about. And the brother sings it well. We need to free the people. All right, gotta go. Love y'all to death. I'm out of here. Yes, you did do that according to Oracle. And yes, Grandmama needs a level 3 bioweapon suit, or she ain't saving you. Ain't saving her. You wanna save me? Eat a smoothie, eat something raw, eat something healthy and natural. That's how you protect me. Short of that, you just making me sicker and Grandmama too. But love you. It's Jacque. I'm out. Bye.